This is David Trent Todeschini coming to you from the beautiful hills of southern North Carolina, bringing you the facts behind the news and the story that contradicts the mainstream media lies, hoping to convince you that the apparency of reality is in fact entirely fabricated and the illusion only appears to be true. But in the battle for the survival of the American Republic and Western civilization, we must expose these illusions in order to bring about and nurture a greater awakening that will preserve our God-given rights and freedoms, not only for ourselves, but for our progeny and for all the future generations of human souls on this planet. We not only must plant the trees whose shade we will never live long enough to enjoy, but first we must uproot the poisonous trees we have for so long been deceived into sitting under. We are dedicated to educate and inform and stand in the gap for all of those innocents who cannot fight for themselves. We have put on the armor of God and stand ready with the weapons of truth to put down the lies of tyranny wherever we find them. We are the watchmen of liberty. We don't forgive, we don't forget, we are invincible, we are American patriots. To this end, and with this firm resolve, my close associates and I have sworn the oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and all Americans who share our values and wish to live free. Welcome to the most deleted, shadow banned, demonetized, censored, and trolled channel on social media. Recipient of the Patriot Warrior Purple Q Award.
Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army,
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Hello, this is Dave from N4T25 USA, Inglorious Patriots. It is November 21st, 2025, and the time now is 18:07 hours Eastern Time here in beautiful southern North Carolina. Well, like I said before, every time you think you've seen it all, some other shit comes up to top the shit that happened yesterday. We have 6 members of Congress getting up there, making a video, encouraging the U.S. military to not follow legal orders. Now, they beat around the bush, and they didn't specify what legal or illegal orders that the troops had a right to not follow. I guess that's up to the individual in the military to decide for him or herself whether the order is legal or not based on their own political leanings and by the spewing bullshit that they hear from the mainstream media, if any of them are watching that shit anymore. They went rambling on about these illegal orders, which I presume is the deportation of the Democrat voter base that they imported from all over the planet with promises of all the gimme-that's at our expense. And the way they went about making this video, watch it very carefully. They leave out what specific illegal order that they are not supposed to follow. It's a technique that Ellen G. White in her book, The Desire of Ages, called a covert negative. In other words, it's something that is intended to make you think a certain way without actually spelling out exactly the way you're supposed to think, according to them. And Donald J. Trump was right. He says seditious behavior and treason is punishable by death, and that's the fact. A speeding ticket is punishable by a fine. If I walked up to you and said, you know what, a speeding ticket is punishable by a fine, am I threatening you to issue a speeding ticket, even if I'm a cop? No. I'm stating a matter of fact. Treason is punishable by death, the way the Rosenbergs were put to death for selling nuclear secrets to the Russians back in the 50s. And it's punishable by death. Who decides what the punishment is? Not the president. Some judge, hopefully in a military tribunal. And if I was the president of the United States and you interrupted my chain of command, I'd have you arrested. And I'd have you brought before a military tribunal. Who the fuck are you? I took an oath to defend my country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And these six motherfuckers that you saw right there, they're the enemies of the United States of America. They're the enemy, pretending to be victims. Oh, Trump threatened me. You threatened to undermine the lawful chain of command. And for that, you should be locked the fuck up. And you should be sent to Leavenworth. In fact, you should be stripped of your citizenship and deported down to Venezuela in Secot with all those smelly motherfuckers down there with the tattoos, and let you eat fucking rice and beans the rest of your fucking life. You scumbag motherfuckers. Fuck you. My name is David John Trent Todeschini. I live on the corner of Fuck Around Avenue and Find Out Street. This is a Castle Doctrine, stand your ground state. Come fuck around if you have the balls, and be the first one on your block to be sent home in a box. My name is David John Trent Todeschini, and I am Charlie Kirk. Ever since the Great Awakening, thousands of content creators like myself have been burning the midnight oil well into the wee hours of the morning, and millions of us who are awake are not getting enough sleep. Everyone knows that a good night's sleep is essential for efficient functioning of the cognitive processes that enable a person to discern truth from fiction and deep state-induced woke dementia. Well, years before I was asked to be an advertiser for MyPillow, I have been using their products. The first product I used was, of course, the pillows. I was impressed with the comfort, and I was able to fall off to sleep almost immediately rather than having to fight a bag of foam and trying to get comfortable. The pillowcases and Giza sheets are absolutely the bee's knees, and I have sets for the 2 beds I have in my home. Another thing is their body pillow. I suffer from a lumbar spine injury that is exacerbated by my preference to sleep on my side. Having the body pillow to roll onto alleviates the pressure and mitigates the discomfort, allowing me to fall asleep quickly. Mike Lindell, a great American patriot, has an entire line of quality products that everyone should try. Once you sleep with the pillows and sheets, you'll throw the ones you have in the garbage or donate them to Goodwill. If you go to www.mypillow.com, there is a link in the description. As a viewer and subscriber to this channel, you can buy anything in the store for 66% off. That's 1/3 of the retail price. Just fill your shopping cart and use promo code N4T at the checkout. Take it from me, folks, I've been using Mike Lindell's products since 2015. There is nothing like them on the market, and I say this with 71 years of sleeping experience. Don't forget, use promo code N4T at checkout.